Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you all. Let's begin with the beautiful recitation of Darud Sharif. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammadin kama sallayta ala Ibrahima wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Today we are going to discuss a question that is often raised and sometimes misunderstood. Did Islam spread by the sword? There is a common misconception that Islam was forced upon people through violence and military conquests, but let's take a closer look at history, facts, and the Quran itself to truly understand how Islam reached millions of hearts across the world. Yes, it is true that the Islamic Empire expanded through military conquests, just like many other civilizations in history, but military expansion does not mean forced conversions. There is a huge difference between political dominance and religious conversion. When Islam spread to different regions, the local populations were not forced to become Muslim. If Islam had spread by force, then why do we still find millions of Hindus, Christians, Jews, and other religious communities living in historically Muslim lands like India, the Middle East, and Spain? Islam's true spread was largely due to its message of justice, morality, and spiritual fulfillment. One of the biggest factors in this spread was trade and commerce. Take the example of Indonesia, which today has the largest Muslim population in the world. Did you know that Islam reached Indonesia not through military conquest, but through Muslim traders and Sufi scholars? Muslim merchants, known for their honesty, fairness, and kind dealings, traveled to places like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Africa, where their behavior and ethical business practices won the hearts of the people. Seeing the character of these Muslims, many people willingly accepted Islam. Another major reason Islam spread was through the efforts of Sufi saints and scholars who focused on love, wisdom, and spirituality. In India, Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, Rahmatullah Aliyah; in Baghdad, Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Rahmatullah Aliyah; and in other regions, great scholars spread Islam not by force, but through compassion, knowledge, and devotion to Allah. These personalities played a crucial role in inviting people toward Islam by exemplifying its values of peace and mercy. Their teachings and character were so inspiring that people naturally gravitated toward Islam without any compulsion. If we look at the Quran, we find clear evidence that Islam does not believe in forced conversions. Allah states in the Quran, La ikraha fid din, there is no compulsion in religion. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:256. This verse alone is enough to disprove the myth that Islam was spread by the sword. Islam teaches that faith is a personal journey, and no one can be forced to believe in something against their will. If Islam had spread through coercion, why would the Quran contain verses emphasizing free will and individual choice in faith? History also supports this. During the golden age of Muslim rule in Spain, Al-Andalus, Muslims, Jews, and Christians lived side by side and contributed to science, medicine, and philosophy together. If Islam forced conversions, why did these religious communities continue to thrive for centuries under Muslim rule? The Ottoman Empire, one of the most powerful Islamic empires, also allowed Christians and Jews to practice their religion freely. They even held high-ranking positions in government and society. These historical facts prove that Islam's spread was not through compulsion, but through the power of its message, knowledge, and ethical conduct. The reality is that Islam spread because it fulfilled the hearts and souls of people. It provided guidance, justice, and solutions to societal problems. Islam's message of equality, justice, and monotheism attracted people who were tired of oppression and discrimination in their own societies. They embraced Islam because they saw it as a light in their lives, not because they were forced. So, my dear brothers and sisters, the claim that Islam was spread by the sword is nothing more than a myth. Islam spread through truth, justice, knowledge, and love. It spread through the hearts of righteous people who lived by its principles and inspired others to do the same. Now, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this? Have you come across this misconception before? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. Let's spread the truth together and clear misunderstandings about Islam. And before we conclude, let's recite Darud Sharif together for blessings. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. May Allah guide us all, keep us steadfast in faith, and allow us to spread the beauty of Islam with wisdom and kindness. Jazakum Allahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.